Good afternoon all. Here I am showing you the method for scan converting a line, how to solve the numericals for scan converting a line from one point to another. The question given in the assignment was determine the pixels that will be plotted by Bressenham's line drawing method for a line from 3010 to the point 4520. And there was second part and third part also. So let us begin with the first part. The first part is to plot a line from 3010 to 4520. We are given the endpoints and we need to find out the pixels that will lie between these endpoints, so that when the pixels are plotted, they will form up a line. So we will see that a line is formed on the screen, but actually it is a collection of the pixels. So we need to understand how the pixels are computed. The given endpoints are 3010 to 4520. So let us see how we can proceed. The very first step we need to do is to calculate the slope. This is the first step for scan converting a line. So we write down the slope by using the symbol m. So here slope m is equal to, it is always defined as change in y, means y2 minus y1 divided by change in x, that is x2 minus x1. So here the value will be 20 minus 10 divided by 45 minus 30. So it will be 10 by 15. So 10 by 15, it is less than 1. So we say that m is less than 1. In Bressenham's method, the line is plotted differently for m less than 1 and for m greater than 1. For m less than 1, the procedure is like this. Sample x, that is x is always to be incremented by 1, and decide the value of y. The value of y can be y equal to, y means y is unchanged, or y is equal to y plus 1. Y is equal to y if a decision parameter p is less than equal to 0, and y is incremented if the decision parameter p is greater than 0. So what is p here? P is the decision parameter. For m less than 1, the decision parameter p is always taken as, initial value of p is always taken as p is equal to 2 times dy minus dx. Next, you will make up a table, draw a table with these columns. The columns shall be x, y and p. The very first point x, y will be the first point here. This is the beginning point, the first end point. So we will write down the first end point here. X is 10 and y is 30 here. Initial value of decision parameter p. So here it is p is equal to 2 times dy minus dx. We can also write it as p naught. P naught का मतलब है it is the initial value of decision parameter p. So in our case, p naught is equal to 2 times dy minus dx, and it is evaluated as p naught. It is evaluated as p naught is equal to 2 times dy. So 2 times dy. dy here is change in y. So change in y here is 10. 20 minus 10 minus dx. dx here is change in x, and change in x here is 45 minus 30. So this is evaluated as 2 into 10 plus 15. So it comes to be 20 minus 15. So it is equal to 5. So we will write down the very first endpoint as first step, x and y, and initial value of decision parameter is 5. 5 is greater than 0. In the next step, we know that we have to sample the x and decide upon the value of y using the value of p. Now since we have to sample x, so that means 30 ka we blindly write it as here 30 का बन गया 31, and then 10. Y की value in previous value was 10. Since here the decision parameter is greater than 0, so we will increment y. It is written here, if the decision parameter is greater than 0, then you need to increment y, that is y plus 1. So let us increment y also. So previous value was 10, now the y will be 11. Again for the next step, we will compute the y value of p. Now how we will recompute the value of p? Again, see here, if p is less than equal to 0, then p is to be updated as p plus, means old value of p plus 2 times dy, and in the other case, update p as p is equal to p plus 2 times dy minus dx. So this expression you need to remember. In this table, the previous value of p was greater than 0. 5 is greater than 0. So we will recompute the value of p using this expression. P is equal to p plus 2 times dy minus dx. So here recomputed p will be old value of p. It is, I am rewriting here, p plus 2 times dy minus dx. So it will be 5 plus 2 times dy. dy here is 10 minus dx here is 15. So it comes to be 10 minus 15. So it becomes 5 plus 2 times minus 5, and it comes to be 5 minus 10. So minus 5, that is minus 5. Now it comes to be less than 0. So for the second step, that is the point 3111, it will be plotted. And for the third step, the p's value is minus 5, that is p is negative. In the next step, we will sample x and it will be incremented by 1. It becomes 32, and y will be same now because value of p is less than 0. So when p is less than 0, you need not increment y. When p was greater than 0, then you incremented y, and from 10 it was incremented to 11. For the third step, corresponding to x raised to x equal to 32, y will remain the same. Again, you will compute the value of p now. Since in this step y remains same, that is p was less than 0, so now we will update p as p plus 2 dy. Remember this expression. Update p as p plus 2 dy. So using this expression, you need to calculate the value of p now. So previous value of p was minus 5. So we will write minus 5 plus 2 times dy. dy here is 10. So it comes to be minus 5 plus 20. It is equal to 15. Again it is greater than 0. So for the next step, x will be incremented by 1. It becomes 33. And y will also be incremented because p in the previous step is greater than 0. So y will become 12. Again, for the next step, you will recompute the value of p, because in the previous step p was greater than 0. So p will be updated as p plus 2 times dy minus dx. So in this manner, you will be updating the value of p at every step, and depending upon the value of p as calculated, the value of y shall be determined. You can do one thing more here. Because you are sampling x, we are always sampling x, and we need to move x from 30 to 45. So you can, in this table, you can write down the values of x like this: 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, up to 45. So you shall be calculating all these values, and corresponding to each x, you shall be calculating the value of y and then updating the p. Again you shall be calculating the value of y and then updating the p. Again you shall be determining the value of y and then updating the p, as you have done these 4 steps. So it is my request that